Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have about 7 articles here ready for you, which will show us, I think, part of why this war is fought. And that is, yes, to help the Ukrainians, yes, the other ones attacking Ukraine in an unprovoked manner, and they are the evil ones, we are the good ones. Well, aside from this part of the interpretation of what's going on over there is the money factor. And the money factor is based on weapons, mostly. If you look at the most aid that is sent to Ukraine, MOCA, which is zero, not just donated, is based on military assistance. That's how they use it, which is providing, arming them so they can kill the invaders. Let's put it plainly. But someone builds those weapons, right? Someone pays for it, someone buys it, and then they sell it, right? In this case, they donate it. So the United States government gives money, makes some contracts with private corporations. Raytheon and Boeing and Lockheed Martin, just to mention a few. They make contract, they give them money, these guys build weapons, comes into the United States, and the United States gives it MOCA, and then it needs more. Again, I'm going to ask them. So these guys make a profit, big profit, out of our taxpayers' money, because we pay for that, they give it to the defense budget, and these guys are buying the weapons. Now, I don't know if that goes through the defense budget, or there's many other ways. So obviously, you have to say, like you sell a product, or you put a product on the market, advertise it, make commercials, say that's the best, and by the way, this car is much better than that car, or these glasses are much better than those glasses suck, ours are perfect. They all do that. So it's a war between advertisements right now. So the advertising industry is the mass media, because you're gonna hear about the Russian weapons and the Western weapons from the mass media. So mass media is going to tell you in a little bit in a veiled way what weapons are good and what weapons are bad. And then you have countries outside of all this reading and say, hey, these weapons, according to these reports, are great. The other ones, according to the same reports, are bad. Which one should I buy? The good ones that we're told. So how are you told? Well, in this case, New Voice of Ukraine, Kiev Independent, Ukrainska Pravda, Ukrinform, they report what the Ukrainian military reports, the Western weapons performance. Oh, they're the best. They promote it, Business Insider, Associated Press, BBC, all these guys take the information from the Ukrainian military, which are going to give you stellar grades to the American, for instance, or British weapons, so they get some more, and in return, making this grade, they're fantastic, they get more. Therefore, people will buy it. And the other ones are crap. I'm going to show you a few examples, I think impossible in real life, to be 100% technical, functional. Well, I will give you examples. So let's start with first this article, which comes from Business Insider. And this is from June 1st, 2023. Russian missiles and drones had a 90% failure rate in May, and that cost the Kremlin $1.7 billion, Ukraine said. So how is this? Ukraine, tell us how many missiles and drones they destroyed. Business Insider picks it up and communicates it further. All right, so Ukraine says that. Now, in order to have a 90% failure rate, that means your weapons suck or our weapons are fantastic, all right, or both. Now, this is according to these guys. I don't really believe this to be accurate because it's a war, and when in a war, the first victim is the truth. But hey, and they feature here a Kinzhal, right? It's a MiG-31 right here. Mykolaiv MiG-31 fighter jet with Kinzhal hypersonic missiles fly over. Around 90% of the Russian drones and missiles fired in May were destroyed, the Kiev Post reported. right? The bulk of the expense came from destroyed Kh-55 missile, which cost around 1.48 billion. According almost 90%, okay, the Kremlin launched at least 563 missiles and Iranian-manufactured kamikaze drones in Ukraine that month, and 533 of them were neutralized, wrote Pete Schmigel, an Australian writer who reports for the Kiev Post. Okay, good for you. So that's one. Let's go to the next one. Next one comes again from the Business Insider, and the title reads, Russia's effort to knock out Ukraine's much improved air defense systems aren't working. UK Intel tells us this. So the Russians are trying to destroy the Ukrainian cities and citizens, but have no chance. They're not working. So Russia's efforts to target Ukrainian air defenses have had little success. Well, we already know right here, 90% failure. So let's put that together, right? The UK Minister of Defense says it previously said Russia was prioritized these targets after Ukraine succeeded in downing its missiles. Ukraine shot down several Kinzhal missiles this month, which Russia had bragged were unstoppable. Take this as a commercial. I can start some music and say, Ukraine shot down several Kinzhal missiles this month, but Russia had bragged we're unstoppable, but we know that we are the best, and so on. So, the UK Ministry of Defense said in an intelligence update on Wednesday that, where do we get an update? On the field. They're on the field and they tell you exactly. They're told by whom? Has had little success in its likely aims of neutralizing Ukraine's improved air defenses and destroying Ukrainian counterattack forces. Very good, very good. And they tell us here that during the May 2023, Russia has launched 29 of one-way attack unscrewed aerial vehicles and cruise missiles attack deep inside Ukraine. Russia has recently escalated its drone and missile attack on Ukraine's cities far from the front line, which Ukraine says has resulted in civilian deaths. Okay, so this is another article. Let's put it here as a title, right? So they have no chance. Now we go to this one. This is from, May 28th. Reznikov, the Minister of Defense of Ukraine, says that 100% hit rate for the new British-made cruise missiles used by Ukraine. So they're not only good at defending, improved air defense system, they're not only succeeding here, they're also succeeding in destroying the guys over there. 100% hit rate. Wow! Ukrainian Defense Minister Oleksiy Reznikov probably said that all of the long-range cruise missiles Storm Shadow launched by the Ukrainian military to date have hit their targets. And I'm quoting, all 100% have hit the target, Reznikov said. Right? I don't believe that. Okay, and here, British Defense Secretary Ben Wallace has called the UK military as a best chance to defend themselves against Russia's continued brutality. All right, so by these guys, the Storm Shadow. Next one. It's kind of the same from Ukraine with different area from Ukraine form. Obviously, Reznikov, Ukrainian military uses Storm Shadow missiles with 100 efficiency. Okay, you can find this because they promote this. Now, and let's go to the pinnacle, to the conclusion. This is the article that goes to the conclusion. Patriot air defense system defeats Russia's latest missile attack on Kiev. So, Patriot won, Russian missiles lost. If Iskander's missiles were shot down over the capital, it means Patriot SAM deal with these ballistic targets in Ignat said. So, Patriot dealt with these ballistic targets. The Russian military has studied how Ukrainian defense operate and want to challenge them even more, Ignat said. The Russians have thus started to actively use S-300 missiles and guided bombs. All right, so they had Ukrainian air defense destroyed 37 incoming cruise missiles and 29 suicide drones overnight. Some 40 of the incoming missiles and drones were downed in Kiev's airspace. All right, so I think this is not only, under the veil of informing you what happened over there, I think the main point is to tell the world our weapons are good, theirs are bad, but somehow they keep doing it because they're stupid, I guess. So yeah, look at consequences. It's like a movie. People watch movies and they think that they're on the TV and they have commercial. They think that the media that provides them with a movie is there to provide you with entertainment. No, you're over there, they give you the movie so you can see the commercials. That's the whole goal. Get you there to watch the commercials, and you watch the movie by watching the commercials. The same here. If you think that these guys are giving that information because they like to give you the war report, yeah, they give you the war report, but the main thing is buy this, get one free. Anyway, that's just my interpretation of these facts, but pay attention how they have the best and those guys have the worst. But on the other hand, you have like this: if you win a fight with a toddler, you can't consider yourself good. Therefore, you have to prop up the opponent, your adversary, the guy you're gonna fight. Because if you say he's the best and you win, that means you're better than the best. But if you say they're crap, but you win, you're not that good because you fought against the crap. So from time to time, they will prop the Russian military weapons when they use it. Let's say when they got the MiG-29s from Poland and from Czech Republic and whomever, they were very happy that they got now fighter jets. Before that, the MiG-29s that the Russians were using were crap. But now, because we use them, they're good. People, just pay attention. Just pay attention, memorize it, and you're going to see a pattern. Once you see a pattern, you draw a conclusion. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.